What's good, y'all? Welcome back to Vibes, presented by Vigilant Videography. I'm your host, Ethan Wiener, and who do we got today?
Fly-ass Cole and
KiLLL started this bitch.
You
You already know, bro.
What's good, bro? I appreciate y'all coming up today, for real.
Appreciate it.
So, tell me a little bit about what y'all do. Let's start with you, Cole. What do you do?
I mean, I do a little bit of everything. It feels like nowadays. I guess most recently it's like a lot of show stuff. We're about to go on the road, hit a small tour with a new collective we got called Dog Food Circus. We got a show. I don't know when this is gonna air, but we got a show coming up on the 14th.
Oh, okay.
Kind of underground, more secret, you know.
Yeah.
The whole group of us, and then we hit in Vegas and Arizona after that, and then I think Austin, Miami. So.
Oh, good shit.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
it
so
should
that same show. Everyone with that, just going on. There.
Essentially, I mean, it'll change up from time to time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, same thing. Just everybody involved. Music. There's artists. There's clothing designers.
For
A little bit
sure.
of everybody.
Network.
That's a good like a little collective to bring along and shit. Yeah, for sure.
It's a dope crew. I mean, shout out like all of them.
Uh-huh.
I mean, Anima. Best punk band ever.
Yeah, I think I heard it. Yeah.
Anima goes crazy.
Yeah.
Anima, obviously, KiLLL tARR, Eli Destroy, Javier Santos, Last Chance, Killed by Nature, Spaceboy Kenny. I feel like that's all the artists, right? Am I forgetting anybody?
There's a ton of artists in this. Yeah.
So that's not even. That's just the artists. That's not even like everybody else.
Yeah. No,
That's
dope. That's dope. No, because I remember when the first time I met you, like, what was it like a year and a half ago now, 2 years ago or something like that? Yeah, that was like you were putting some stuff together then and stuff. I know that one thing didn't really turn out, but then it turned into something like bigger and all that. It's like it's fire to see. It's fire to see the progress coming up and all that, and just seeing where it goes.
It's been a grind.
Yeah. No, for sure. No, for real. So what about you?
I mean, music, fuck it, and tattoo for real.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit, for real. Oh damn, that's fire.
I just picked that up like a year ago.
Dang, really? Oh shit. Are you open for booking and all that? Like people can
Lock in.
That's fire.
I just be trapping.
That's fire. So tell me a little bit about where y'all grew up and where y'all from.
Here, born and raised,
yeah.
Albuquerque. I went to school like 5 minutes from here.
Oh, word?
I moved around a lot, honestly. Fuck it, growing up, but been on the east side for a minute.
Oh, word. Okay,
Shit.
about that. So how was it like growing up here with getting into, or kind of when you were growing up here, what kind of started you to get into each of your things?
Honestly, it was like clothing. Like I was always into like, you know what I mean? Just like as a kid, like it was just like wanting different kind of clothes. And then once I got into like middle school, high school, I liked basketball. So it became like, you know, Jordans and shit like
I used
that.
to hoop for real.
Yeah, same
Fuck
for
yeah.
real.
Yeah.
I just fucking, I got bored for real and just fucking started cooking up for real.
Yeah.
In the closet and shit. I fucking started cooking up on fucking iMovie at first.
Bro, that's where the shit starts, bro.
Oh
That shit,
god,
where
just in the
legendary
closet
shit
with the
starts,
headphones and shit. And then I fucking
Yeah.
was on that Bandlab shit way before that shit blew up. Fuck it.
Making music like on make music on iMovie. That's tough.
Yeah,
That's hard.
bro.
Yeah, no.
Like,
That's
just locked
fire.
in for real.
So in that stage, like, what kind of like did you have any like inspirations or like people around you that kind of like pushed y'all into that, or you kind of just like really went into it for real?
I mean, the person that put me on, AO, he does like Cascade Co. I don't know if you ever peep them with like he custom makes hats.
Oh,
like he custom out of leather and like hand paints them. Like crazy talented dude. But he was doing fashion shows like 18, and like he just fucked with me, I guess, and he just put me on and was like, yo, like, you know, try this shit out. I tried modeling. I hated it, but I mean,
Oh yeah, I be on that modeling shit.
Yeah,
too. I forgot about
he does
that.
it. I don't
That
do
shit's
that shit
fire.
no more.
I
That's
fuck
fire. That's fire for like companies and shit. For like that's
just
fire.
like some brands and shit, you know.
Exactly, whoever.
These brands.
As long as I fuck with them, honestly.
Yeah. That's the vibe.
But yeah, so he put me on though, and then from there, I just had a lot of friends that made music, and like I don't make no music, I don't do nothing like that, so I just started kind of constructing just community shows.
We gotta get you on the track.
Exactly. Fuck no. Yeah, I just started doing like community shows. That's how we met.
Oh shit.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, I was getting so how'd you so y'all met at a community show?
Yeah, we some people had pointed me in his direction, and I was like, okay, like let's let's get you on the lineup, and then from there,
Turned that bitch up.
yeah, for real, that was a
Just
lit
been
show.
locked
How
for
long
real.
ago was that?
It's like 2 years, like
Yeah,
nearly
2
2 years
years
ago.
ago.
Oh, okay, word.
I started making music like high school, fucking like 2019, but I didn't start taking it serious till like 2022 type shit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
What kind of like made you made that shift? Like when you were like, oh, I'm just fucking
I
around with
fucking
this
crashed out for real, bro. Fucking
Uh-huh.
just was on some fuck shit. Fucking just fucking up for real. Fucking. So I just had to lock in and shit, you know.
Grind with that shit for sure.
Yeah.
And then it turns out to some shit, you know.
Yeah,
like,
bro. You
Yeah,
just
for
gotta lay low till you come up, for real.
Because people always gonna say shit too. People always gonna be like, damn,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
what you doing? But then when you really like show them that you can do that shit, that's when it like fucking you
Mhm.
lock the fuck in with
That's
that
what
shit.
I'm saying.
100%.
Yeah. No, for sure. So when y'all met, so you guys were both already doing your thing. Like you were making music a lot. You were already doing the fashion shows. So so after that, what kind of came about, like work wise?
It was kind of, there's a few more shows. You did like, I think 2 others I was with Badland Studio at the time.
Yeah.
He did 2 of those shows with us. And then recently we did a show in LA off
Yeah, we did
Melrose.
that shit was
And
fun.
Oh shit.
I just haven't done a
Oh,
lot of
no.
music shows recently.
Yeah,
Actually,
yeah,
that's not true. You did another one for me
I
a little
did.
more recently, huh? In,
Yeah, I did that one. Fucking
December?
I did one in Atlanta. Fucking
Oh, Atlanta. Oh, okay. Where?
last November.
Oh, okay.
Fucking LA. That shit was fire. Fucking. It's just been moving for, like I said, just locked in for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So being around, like moving around all that shit, how would it, for like music artists and for like creatives in general who are just doing their shit and just like trying to put this shit together, how is it compared to here? Like LA and like Atlanta, like, you know, they're both popping
They're
and like a bunch
bro,
of shit.
Atlanta, bro, that shit's turd for real, bro. Everyone's
Yeah.
on some shit out
Yeah.
there, bro. My niggas out, shout out Into the Abyss, bro. Shout out 2XO, they're my Florida niggas, fucking, they're just locked in for real, fucking, we're going out for sure, but
There's more of an industry, I think, in other places. You know what I mean? 'Cause
definitely.
it's like,
Yeah,
there's
that's
a lot
what
of
I'm
money
saying,
in
it's
the
like
creative
already there.
industry, so
Yeah.
it's like, you see a lot of people that start to get a buzz or start to do cool shit and they move, and it's like, at first it's like, if you just look at it at face value, it's kind of like, oh, like, you know, for what? Like, you know, like, you know, people will say, like, you turned to Hollywood, which is so stupid.
Yeah,
You know
bro,
what I mean? Especially out here.
I just be, fucking,
Do you think it's
You
a
have
good?
to.
Do you think it's a good idea to like?
Yeah,
Like if you're
you
really
have to.
popping like right now, like do you think it is the move to like move to that shit and take it to the next level?
I hate LA, straight up. I hate LA, but I mean,
the
realistically,
air
it's
pollution
like,
out there is crazy.
It's
bro.
It's bro, it's
disgusting,
like
but
gross. Yeah, no,
it's
for real.
it's a whole other.
Nah, but you
fucking
gotta make
vibe.
those moves to get to where you want to be.
Yeah,
You're not gonna
no.
make those connections out
Facts.
here unless you're
Facts.
super lucky or related to somebody.
Nah,
like
yeah,
you're not
you're
gonna
not.
get that shit from
I
out
know.
here.
Because it's not
Yeah.
the scene out here. Like, people come out here for, like, old people come out here type shit for, like,
Yeah.
the scenes and shit, you know?
Yeah.
The scenery and all that shit.
Yeah.
Fucking, but nah, like,
Do you think that like, do you think more people are coming to Albuquerque at all, or like do people like it's like a back and forth type thing? Because I know it's like what I've seen so far, like coming out here, because I'm from Philly, so like coming to here from Philly, I was like,
there's
damn.
a lot of talent out here.
Yeah.
bro.
It's the film industry too. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's
like,
what
a
that's
lot
why I
of
came
jobs.
yeah, for the
Fighters,
film
bro,
industry.
fucking
Yeah.
filming, all that
Cannabis
shit.
now too.
Yeah, no, for real. But I
Olympians
think
and shit.
like I feel like because I think it's like I'm from the city, so I'm all for going back to the city like for connections and all that. I have all my people out there and all that.
Oh, sure.
But it's like I feel like just seeing and talking to a lot of people too. I feel like a lot more people going back and forth, and with that back and forth, like people don't. Yeah, some people stay here, but not necessarily for like other stuff. But at the same time, it's like it is naturally it's getting like spread around and naturally.
I think
it's
you
slow
gotta
down.
move, honestly. Like ultimately,
Yeah.
it's like what you gotta do. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? We're looking at moving.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's just you're just not gonna. If you really want to do this, it's like you gotta take that risk.
Yeah,
you know,
no,
ultimately.
for real. Because you think, like, it's still up there, like, the music industry is coming up here, but do you think it's got a couple years left to really be, like,
I think
We're
on
the
that
ones that are
putting
gonna
on to
turn that
people?
bitch
I
up.
think
for
it's
real.
gonna
Yeah,
take
that's
one
what I'm
person to
saying,
break
yeah.
through. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like really break through. Like there's people doing it out here for sure, but it's like, I mean, like really
To mainstream and
breaking
shit, yeah.
exactly, like
Yeah.
actually making some noise, and then it's really like people are gonna see the grind and the hustle, because a lot of
Right.
people are gonna see like the actual come up, and they're gonna
Right.
be like, oh shit, and then
Exactly.
understand like what it really takes to like do this shit.
Yeah,
you know?
and I think that's why it's also kind of important to go out there and make those moves, because when you're
Exactly.
out there in Atlanta, or you're out there in Atlanta or LA, and you're doing that shit, be like, oh, like where y'all from? Like, oh, I'm in Albuquerque.
Oh,
Be like,
yeah.
damn, and that puts them
No,
on, and everyone's
exactly,
like,
bro.
oh
They're
shit,
like, what the fuck?
like people
They
are
think
coming out of Albuquerque
Bro,
to really doing
they
that
think
shit.
it's
yeah.
Mexico for real, bro.
Nah,
Yeah.
for real,
Anytime
all the
I'm
time,
like
like
New
different
Mexico,
countries.
they're like, oh, you're from
Yeah.
fucking Mexico? I'm like, no,
Bro, people always be saying that for sure. No, honestly, it's like, cause people don't really know like what's out there. Like I didn't know, like I honestly, when I was coming out here first, I didn't know the difference between here and like, I thought they was kind of considered the West Coast, and then I was like, oh wait, no, this is Southwest.
They like to think it is.
Like, you know, yeah, people like to think it is. I'm like, oh, I'm going out there West Coast and all, but it's like,
no, that's the Wild West.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like it's gonna be known like more for that and all. So you think that's the way to do it, like going to those cities and all?
Yeah, I mean, just to make connections.
Putting yourself out there for real.
Just at this point in time, like you're probably not. I mean, the more like the best connections I low key have made have been like Santa Fe more than Albuquerque, especially.
Really?
Like like shout out fucking Cody Sanderson. Got the fucking ring on right now. Like he's fire. He's like popping in Asia. He's had Johnny Depp in his shit. Fucking ASAP Rocky. Like huge names, and he's in Santa Fe. He's like really doing like jewelry shit. Has crazy connections.
Yeah.
See, niggas are out here and shit. It's just like
they be older though too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's not a lot our age that are doing shit, and like I don't feel like a lot of people our age that are doing shit like to share game. You know what I mean? Which like I understand because it is like a kind of a crabs in the bucket kind of scenario. But
no, niggas are fire out here. It's just like people be comparing themselves for real, and that's what takes away from it.
And that's the type of shit like that, like collective type attitude and all that shit. Like that's the thing people need for real. But then again, it is hard. I'm not gonna lie, because when you're in a place where it's like, yeah, we all trying to grow at the same time, but then once one person gets a little ticket, they're running with it. So that's the hard part. And I feel like people will be putting people on for sure. But that collective mentality be like, listen, I'm gonna go do this in the city and I'm gonna put on for myself, but doing that also puts you on, and then I can bring you with me.
That's the thing. It's like if one of us starts to eat, then it just opens doors for all of us to eat.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's like the Disrespect Boys. I don't know if you're familiar with them, but it's Bo and Hazard, and they're like I don't even know how to explain it, like punk rap kind of.
Okay.
They're real tight with like this guy Dirty Butt and like NASCAR Aloes clique. So I mean they're going on tour. They're actually moving to Philly. You just tap in.
Oh shit, yeah.
Sick. I mean they're really making moves. And that's like somebody who it's like they're down to even help us get NASCAR out here type shit into a show.
That's
you know
fire.
what I mean? It's like the same thing. Like Anima's going up. They just they linked with somebody kind of big. I don't know the punk scene, like the punk rock scene like that.
Everyone is just on their own shit.
Exactly.
Yeah. And that's what people be doing their own thing, but at the same time, if you can like mix worlds almost doing that
type shit.
Exactly. That's what we're always doing. It's like just sharing it, I mean?
Yeah,
like,
exactly. And that's hard. And that's the thing you gotta do too. It's like putting other people on with you, and then waiting for it, like waiting for your own stuff. And by all means, be selfish with, like, in this industry, you got to be a little selfish no matter what at the end of the day. But you gotta let your boys be selfish at the same time. Like put them on, like
everyone
be
can eat.
respectful for that. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah. It ain't that hard, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, there's plenty of examples, you know what I mean? Like Young Thug, you know what I mean? Like he really employed everybody. Like, it's like you could do that if you.
Everyone has their moment. You just gotta, take that shit.
I feel like you gotta like. If you build that from the ground level right, then you got it. Like,
exactly.
And with the right people. But if there's people falling off and doing, for real.
You just gotta want this shit for real.
We've tried this shit though multiple times though, low key. You know what I mean? And it's like it's been kind of a trial and error process. So it's like that's one reason I think this group is like something special, because it's like I've started my own business. I've done this and that with different collectives, different artists, and it's like. Either there's a lack of consistency, there's selfishness. You know what I mean? Like there's usually something. It's just like even. I guess like competitive level, you know what I mean? And with this, it doesn't feel like that. It feels like everybody's just like genuinely in this for like the right reasons and just wants to do some cool shit.
Exactly. And that's the thing too. Yeah, if you're not in it 24/7 and putting all your all into it, then it's gonna start to fall apart. But even if you put it into it when you don't have anything else, like you putting all your resources, all your money into it just to make it grow, to put more money back into it, that's what you got to do a lot of the time. And some people, it's scary. It's a scary thing. Like I'm not gonna lie, because that's what I feel some people hold back because of it. It's like, oh, what if it doesn't work out? What if it,
That's when you gotta realize fear isn't real, bro.
Yeah, no, for real. Yeah, it's like you make that shit up.
The things you fear the most, you gotta like do, type shit.
Yeah, facts. And I have like a rule, bro. If you're not doing some scary shit that scares you, whether it's like a job or like doing whatever, if you're not doing shit that scares you, you're doing something wrong, bro.
Exactly.
Like if you're comfortable and you're like, oh, that's gonna be ezy, I'm gonna do that shit. It's like, bro, why?
Exactly.
Yeah, for real.
Like go further and do some
settle?
shit that. Yeah, exactly. So I think doing that is like, and starting like a collective in general, that's fucking hard, bro. So putting that shit and finding the people into that. So for people who are doing this now, like other artists either in Albuquerque or just other smaller artists right now, do you have some tips for that and what you've done so far?
Just do it every day, for real.
Nah, like literally,
Just, like,
it's like if you want to
Yeah.
take this
eat, sleep,
seriously,
and
look at it
breathe
more
your
than
craft.
art. Exactly, look at it as a business. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Like set that up and be like, okay, like
Well,
if
to a
I start my own
degree,
business,
because
I'm working there fucking 8 hours a
you
day.
gotta love that shit, for real. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. You have to really like
Treat
it.
it like
be
your
willing to put
baby,
that
you
work.
know. That's
Yeah.
like, that's your
Exactly.
craft, like
you gotta
everything.
just go in and put the fucking time in,
Yeah.
hit every fucking form of media you can,
Uh-huh.
and just put it out there. And honestly,
Yeah,
travel.
put yourself out there,
Yeah,
for
just
real. It's just
travel,
what it
traveling,
is.
yeah.
Like you got
Yeah.
to, especially in this kind of industry. It's a, you know what I mean? I feel like it's true for everything, but it's like it's a who you know type thing. If you really want
It
to make
is,
it far,
yeah.
you got to make the right connections. And
Yeah.
especially in the music industry, like
Right,
just
no,
one,
for
two
sure.
right connections, and you're like already trying to get a buzz, and it's like, oh shit, like that's
Yeah.
all it takes.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing too with the business side of everything. Not it is music, and you do gotta do your stuff well, do what you do well, but also know that business side, because then you're gonna get
Exactly.
fucked over. Like you
Exactly.
gotta know that stuff. You gotta protect all your rights and everything like that, because that's when people start to fall off and then start to be used by people. But if you know that, then it makes you almost like more confident on like business meetings
Exactly,
and going
yeah.
to shit.
You gotta have the
and
team
knowing
though, you know,
Yeah,
because if you're doing
yeah.
it by yourself, it's easier to get like taken
yeah.
advantage of. You know, what I
For
mean? Like, you get
sure.
multiple people like, I don't know, you know what I mean? Because there's always
For
like
sure.
something that comes up, and it'll sound like it's a really good deal, and it's like too good to
Yeah.
be true. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like all the time, just on some little shit, you know, and it's always easier to be
And
like,
then you end up
stay getting
selling your
hopes up.
soul.
Yeah, exactly. On some
Yeah.
crazy shit.
Yeah, no,
Some
for
P
real,
Diddy
for
shit.
real. If you don't have your boys around
We'll
you,
talk about
like
Diddy.
it's scary to like you're gonna feel like you have to jump into something that you're not in already. But if you have your boys around you and you're just like, all right, let's take a step back. We're doing our thing, so we don't need to like rush into anything. You feel me? It's not something you just gotta jump into. You're already doing your
Yeah,
shit.
you gotta
So, like a
enjoy the
deal or like a
process.
contract, take your time with that.
Yeah, you gotta be smart about it. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, if one person's gonna offer you something, other people will. You know what I mean? You just gotta
Facts.
be smart. You know how to move.
For real, for real. So what are some of the next like upcoming things y'all have going on?
I just dropped a fucking album real quick. Shout out Dead Guts. Go fucking listen to that shit.
Oh,
Fucking,
weird.
shit's going up.
Where
for
can
real.
people find that? Like everywhere?
Everywhere, bro.
Oh,
Every
fuck.
fucking where, bro.
Good shit, good shit.
Video
Yeah.
dropping soon too. Like
Yeah, I'm about to
4.
drop videos fucking every week, bro,
Yeah.
for like a month or two.
Oh,
Shit.
who,
We just,
who with?
my dog Roman, bro. Shout out Roman.
Oh,
That
oh,
nigga
yeah, yeah. I've
cook,
seen his
bro.
shit. Yeah, no, he's
Like,
fire. He's
he
fire.
be cooking, bro.
Yeah.
Fucking, he's hard, bro.
That's
man.
fire. That's
Yeah,
hard.
Roman
Yeah.
cooks.
That's hard as shit.
He was supposed
yeah.
to pull up, but
Oh, for real?
He's
No,
on
because
the
he does the he does some stuff with True and all them too, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's fire. No, I've seen his videos for sure though.
yeah, no,
So,
he's fire.
uh-huh.
The one they about to put out, I think next goes crazy.
Dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got some fire shit.
You got
bro.
some shit.
Yeah.
Like
in the
we've
vault
But
done.
for
yeah,
sure.
man, just going up, just perfecting my craft and shit for real, you know.
Yeah, for real.
I feel like I've been getting better and shit, so just keep staying on the grind, you know.
Yeah, yeah. So you going out? You got some trips traveled. So like L.A. Where else are you going on that?
We're going to
LA?
Vegas in April. After that, probably Arizona. Then
Gonna
after
hit
that,
Miami.
hopefully Miami, and then we're just gonna try to set up all the tour and then announce it.
Oh, good shit.
Because we have our people pretty much everywhere at this point. It's just like, you know,
we're locked
the
in.
realisticality
We're
of it.
locked
If that's a
in.
word.
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, no,
But,
for real.
We can make that
You don't
shit
wanna
happen.
you don't want to call anything before it's like set up and
Yeah,
everything. for sure.
Vegas is pretty
Yeah.
much set up.
Uh-huh.
So I feel confident, saying we got Vegas next.
Uh-huh.
We were supposed to do Arizona this month, and the venue canceled on us because we were gonna have some crazy shit going on, and they were just like they got a little scared, I think, because we go kind of
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah. No, it is hard. Like working with, that's the one thing that's really hard when you don't have like your own venues or like whatever. Because some people have contracts, and when you're not, and when you're trying to work out of other people's venues, that's a hard thing.
Well, with us too, it's more than just the music. You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
a fucking circus for real. I mean,
Yeah, the whole show. Yeah.
we got everything. We got clothing, we got art. So it's like usually we're doing them in like stores. We did it in Cookies and Kicks, where I don't know if you've ever been to LA, but it used to be like a sneaker store.
Okay.
Right next to like Wasteland, like a few blocks down from like Rick Owens.
Oh, okay. Word.
But it's like, we had clothes and then we had like the music set up, and
Right.
it's like same thing, we want to showcase the
Yeah.
whole, you know what I mean? Like our
It's
whole
everyone,
group.
yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
That's fire. Because
Yeah.
not a lot of people do that too. It's like it's hard to. You want to bring, because who's making the merch, who's doing this and that, like promoting the show and all that. Again, no one's anyone without everyone else type shit. So
Exactly.
you gotta really lock in with everyone and be listen, like you get some star here, you get some star, like everyone gets shown off to everyone.
Yeah,
No, I feel
100%.
that. So, and what was the like? Are you moving up to? It sounds like some big shows though. Like, are you moving to
They're
like
on the
bigger
way.
venues or like how's
They're
that
on the
going?
way.
I wouldn't say nothing too crazy.
Uh-huh.
We're trying to get to the point where we can start bringing out headliners. That's KiLLL
We're not
is
gonna say
who we're
too
looking
much,
at.
though.
Yeah, not saying too much.
Don't,
I guess,
don't.
We want to
no,
get
for
headliners
sure.
out. You know,
For
that's
sure.
probably going to be in the next
Yeah,
few,
yeah,
and
yeah.
then we'll be at bigger venues.
Yeah, I feel you.
But I mean, I kind of like doing the small venues too. You know what I mean? Like you
No,
can just get that
facts.
shit popping. Like
Well, working
that
with like businesses and stuff too. That's
Mhm.
like a good put on because then you just that's like future sponsors for
Mhm.
shows and all that,
Facts.
and like staying connected.
Oh,
Like you said
100%.
earlier, like those connections. I feel like it's nothing without those connections. bro.
100%.
That's what like you grinding and you doing your shit, but making like you guys definitely for sure have those connections and just making those like relationships is what it's all about.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're in a good place. I mean, we got real lucky with some of the people we've gotten to know.
Nice.
So
Grind.
Yeah,
yeah,
no, for
seriously,
sure.
just getting yourself out there.
Yeah, no, and traveling too, because that's
Mhm.
that puts a lot of people. I mean, it's good to stay in the city and keep it local for sure, but it's
Mhm.
also, like you said, like traveling is super important. Also, just getting perspective on other artists, other music advice, and everything like that.
Hell yeah,
Because
definitely.
Atlanta sound and like sound
Mhm.
here is like totally different, and it's
Yeah,
just like
definitely.
people putting you on to new stuff and like bringing like some of that style out here, or like
Yeah.
putting people on the
100%.
stuff
Vice
that people
versa,
haven't.
bro.
Yeah, exactly, bro. It's just like that's really dope. And so compared a little bit with that shows and with the venues and stuff
Mhm.
compared to like the big cities, is it easier kind of like is it easier to get little venues in there and stuff?
Oh,
like
is
that,
it
or not?
easier to get venues?
Yeah, like to really like lock in with stuff or no?
So I mean, it's easy to get a venue, I guess, but in terms of what I mean, like we really do our research
The
and it's like we
quality
go
of
for we
everything.
need a good spot. You know, what I mean, you can't just pick any spot, downtown or
Facts.
just on some recognizable street.
Facts,
That's
yeah.
why Phoenix fell through. It's because we didn't get the one venue. All the other venues we had initially been looking at because they canceled on us got booked. So we were like,
shit. Yeah,
let's just
yeah.
push it off. Let's not rush
Yeah,
nothing.
I feel
So yeah, we take our time with it for sure.
Uh-huh.
Just as you said, like businesses, because it helps grow both parties really.
right. Yeah.
So,
Exactly, for sure. So so you guys are like in a collective, and obviously you have a lot of these like fans and all that coming to your shows and all that.
Mhm.
How is like a good way to stay connected with your fan base or everyone who's all along for the ride and supporting y'all?
Just interact with them,
Yeah.
for real.
Uh-huh.
Just fucking show love back.
Yeah. For real.
exactly.
Yeah.
No, it's
Because that's hard. It's hard sometimes. Like it's hard to, kind of, there's a bunch of people supporting you, and you appreciate all the love, but then
Of
sometimes it's
course.
like, oh shit, like how do I,
Just
keep
taking
that
the
and all that?
time to like reach out to everyone type
Yeah.
shit and just let them know like you
Mhm.
appreciate that
Yeah,
shit. Because
yeah,
end of the day,
that's everything.
That's
really.
how you
Yeah,
get,
for real.
that's how you
For
get to
real.
where you want to be. Is the
Building
people
like that
supporting
family.
it and shit.
yeah. No,
Definitely.
exactly. No, I
Just stay
feel that.
humble. You know what I mean?
Type shit.
Yeah.
It's like I'm
Yeah.
not bigger than nobody else on person. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? Like
Facts.
especially here in
fucking
Albuquerque.
human.
You know what I mean? Like
no.
I ain't bigger than nobody.
It's easy to feel that way though, because it's hard. Because when you're doing a whole lot, and like I think you were saying earlier, like comparing people, like that destroys people. Because then it's like,
Hell yeah.
you can be all supportive, but then you say, oh, I'm doing more than him though anyway. Like
That's
why
all
should
I
I?
mean,
ego,
especially
though.
out here though too. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it's people feel like it's just so much competition instead of like if we all work
Right.
together we can eat. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
it is like that. There's no real like one person who's like that. That fucking dude who's doing this shit for real.
Right,
So it's
yeah.
like everyone wants to be that guy.
Yeah.
And like understandably, but
Yeah,
You
and then
gotta be that
but
guy.
I feel like if you dip into that too soon, or if you dip into that right away, you're not gonna be that guy. Someone's gonna be like,
Oh,
what the
hell
fuck? Like,
nah.
what are you doing?
You're
know,
fucking
type
up all your
shit. Yeah.
relationships because you got this
Exactly.
ego. Exactly.
Exactly. No, ego is like one of the biggest
killer.
relationship killers for sure, bro. For sure. So if you had just one piece of advice for everyone doing their shit right now, what would it be? So like either like business wise or art wise or like creative, whatever it is, the biggest advice for people.
Go all in.
Yeah.
Facts. Just love what you do. It's everything's perspective, bro. If your energy is low and shit, you're not gonna go nowhere. Your reality is a reflection of yourself, So just like making sure you're good before anything else, type shit, Because
100%.
if you're not good, then everything else around you isn't gonna be,
Facts.
So
Facts.
just
Facts. Yeah.
keeping that energy high.
Yeah, facts. And with the stuff you do you have any like messages or anything you try to like, push out to people, like push out to the world. Like when they
meditate,
think of,
fucking breath work, fucking all that
bro,
shit,
meditating. No, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I was like,
Bro,
meditating
niggas
be going
sleep
out.
on
I
that
tried that
shit,
shit,
bro.
bro. That shit clears your
And then like
mind,
breath
for
work,
real.
bro. Niggas don't even know how to breathe for real.
Yeah,
it's crazy
exactly.
to think about, bro. Like
Yeah.
niggas don't. It's
No,
gonna
bro.
go over people's heads, but bro,
I got too much ADHD for all that
Bro,
shit, bro.
no, bro. Honestly, me
I
too,
got
bro.
ADHD
I have crazy ADHD, bro.
My
But
shit's
then
bad. I've been
you gotta
fucking
That's
like,
why you
around all
gotta
fucking
do it.
interview.
no, bro. I gotta be like, if I don't do some shit, my mind, cause I'll always be like, anyone who knows me, I'm always like late to shit, over planning shit, doing all this, shit, and I can't keep it all straight. But real shit, like I tried meditating a couple times. I was like, damn, bro, this shit just.
It's
If you
fire,
calm
helps,
down
bro.
and be like, damn, bro, this
That's what I'm
helps
saying,
for
bro.
sure.
I need to try it for real.
Get on that
He's been putting
shit.
me on for a minute.
Yeah.
I need to do it.
For sure.
Fucking shout out fucking Into the Biz. Shout out fucking 2XO. Shout out my dog Beanie. He be making my beats. Shout out fucking Money Making. He just produced his whole album. Shout out Roman. Shout out my shawty. Shout out Cole. Shout out you. Shout out
everyone.
fucking
The
everybody,
whole
bro.
circus.
Everyone's eating, bro. No, I love what y'all are doing for real. Like
Appreciate
making
it,
that,
brother.
making the family and like making those, cause that's what it's all about. Like growing this
Appreciate it,
shit for sure. Cause we all going up in different ways and we all
Mhm.
support
Yeah,
each other,
exactly.
for real. For real.
Stick together type shit.
Exactly,
you know, it's
boys.
like,
For
Yeah.
sure.
Build an
I
army.
appreciate y'all for
Hell
real,
yeah,
for real.
for
Like
sure. You
dead
know,
ass,
bro.
bro. Yeah, no,
Sure.
y'all keep killing this shit and people everyone check them out for real. Like, you know, they're
Check
gonna work
us
with
out
everyone.
now.
Like, check them
We
out.
all the way up.
We'll keep going up. So I'll see y'all next time. Thanks for joining us again. You know, all their Instagrams will be in the bio. Everything, check them out. Let's work together. If y'all want to be on an interview, hit me up on Vigilant Videography on Instagram, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.